All right, so one of the requests that we had for our how-tos for our faculty and GradPoint is including more Google Docs in your courses. So we're going to do a little bit of a how-to to do that. If you don't already have access to a Google Drive, everyone has a D93 mail now. And if you're in your D93 mail, let me just go back to that. So you'll be here, and if you click these little boxes in the corner, you can then access your drive. So if you aren't already using your drive, you can see mine is empty because I have another drive that I've already been using. So if you don't have a drive yet, I would suggest using your Google Drive with your D93 mail. So what you can do is you can either create a new document here. A Google Doc would be your equivalent to Word. Google Sheet would be your equivalent, to Excel, and Slides would be PowerPoint. So you can create in here and save those files. Or if you already have files that you already want to use, you can upload them and convert them to a Google Doc. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go File, Upload. And I have some files here that I use in one of my courses. And I'm going to take this Google Doc for poetry analysis. And it's going to upload my item. And as you can see right now, it's still showing as a Word document. And what I want to do is convert that to a Google document. And the benefit of that is when you have your students that are maybe working on a Mac or can't open a Google document, it allows them to be able to open, can open a Word document. They can open a Google Doc because it is hosted by Google. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to open this document. And up here you have this little open button. And when I open it with Google Docs, what it does is make it a copy of that document in the Google format. Okay, so now I have a Google poetry analysis. If I go back to my drive and I close my original, you can see now I have a Word and a Google. And you can keep both if you want to. What I do personally, just to make things easier for myself, is I remove the original so I am just left with the Google. And then if I want to share this with my students, what I would do is I would go to my course. I would go to where I want to add it. So I'm going to add it to this Emily Dickinson assignment. So I'm going to, go to my assignment, click Edit. So here you can see I have this as a Word document and an attachment. But if I wanted to include it in the assignment as a Google Doc, now I can just copy and paste the address of the Google Doc. And how I would do that is I would open it. And up here at the very top, you have this share button. When I click that, it gives me my sharing options. And here's who I want to share it with. So I want to get a shareable link. And you want to make sure that you look here about who you're sharing with. I want to make sure that I'm not just sharing with people at Bonneville School District. I want to share it with anyone with this link. Okay? So that way anyone who has the link can see this document. And that'll help your students because they're not inside our district. Now I want to copy the link. So it's on my clipboard. I'm going to go back to my course. So there's two things you can do depending on how you like to do it. I can paste the link just as is like this. Or I can give it a name. So it's my poetry outline. Analysis outline. Excuse my highlighted formatting here. Then I can highlight it. I can go up here to my tools, and this is a link. And if I click that, I can paste my address here and insert it. And then when my students click on this, they will be taken to my Google Doc. And all that is, it's the same as this link here, except it looks a little cleaner and it tells them exactly what it is instead of this jumbled address. And when I'm done, I'll save. Now if I go back and preview this, here's what my students can see. So they can see the web address that they can copy and paste into their address bar to get to that Google Doc, or they have this, and you can see my cursor comes up. And when they click on it, it'll open that Google Doc for them. So those are two options for you. And remember, you don't have to upload a document. You can create a document inside the Google Docs as well. If you have any questions about creating or uploading Google Docs or how to include them in your course, make sure you email us and we'll be happy to answer those questions for you. Thank you.